Okay, so this is the assignment for the foundation CSS on ODIN project, and yeah, let's go through it. So one, go to our CSS exercise repository. So let me just open it in a new tab, and then said read the README and only do the exercises in the foundation directory in the order they are listed, starting with 01 CSS methods and ending with 06 cascade fix. And two, remember the ODIN project that let's just skip that one for now. So yeah, here is the README file. When you open the repository, this is like the tabs that you can switch to together with the assets and all, right? And then this is like the file is listing the files and folders in this repository. Okay, so we are into the OD project, and then this is the CSS exercise repository. So here is a README. You can either open it here or over here, because in every repository, whenever there is a README, the README like will be down here. Okay, so let's see. These exercises are okay, you can go through them, but then let's look at how to use the exercises. So one, it says fork and clone the repository. Okay, so that I'll just teach you. And it says go to exercise directory and open there. Okay, let me just fork the repository first. So when you go to the top of the web page, you will see this button there, fork. Okay, so just fork it and then just create fork. Okay, you can add a description and all, but yeah, forking the repository will create like a copy in your account. Okay, so right now I'm in Tornado 48. So when I go to my profile, okay, it's taking a while. When I go to my profile and go to repositories, I should find a fork repository over there, which is over here. Okay, so right now I can use the repository anywhere I want. Right, this is like my copy. Okay, so if anything happens to it, it won't affect like the original one. Okay, so we're done with one, fork the repository, and then two, go to an exercise directory and open the HTML file in your browser. Okay, you can either open the file directly or use something like VS Code Live extension. So inside the foundations, you have CS methods, right? And then this is like, yeah, the exercise. So it says in this exercise we're going to practice adding CSS to an HTML file using this and that. Okay, yeah. So so yeah, this is a readme, right? And then it says open the HTML file. This is the HTML file, right? This is the HTML file that they want you to edit the CSS for it. Okay, so yeah, here is it. So if you have, rather that you fork the the repository into your account, right? You are going to save a local copy of this. Okay, a local copy of the repository, and then you remember the commands that we were using in our previous tutorial, like the one you're going to use, the command prompt, and then give some get commands and all, right? So for that, you are going to type the name of the repository as CSS exercises. Okay, so that is like the only thing that would change. Okay, yeah, remember you learned how to use the SSH to fork a repository, right? Let me see it's even here. Let me see here. Fork it using the SSH, right? Go to local and then you use the SSH to create a local version of it, right? So I'll do that right now, and I'll skip that process and then we'll open the HTML file. So yeah, I'm back, and now I have created a local copy of my CSS file. Okay, so with yours, you can open it in your VS Code using the command prompt, but I have it over here, so I'll just use this command. Yeah, so I have this over here, right? So yeah, So when you go to something like foundations, let's see, foundations one CSS. So there's like the readme, or let's say the instructions that you're supposed to follow. Okay, so probably might not be very visible for you like over here, but you can always refer to how it is given at the github.com, right? So yeah, let's say you are at foundations and then CSS methods. So it says in exercise, okay, let me see. In exercise, you're going to practice adding CSS to HTML, right? So there are three elements for you to style to, each of which uses a different method of adding the colors. So the properties you have to add to each element are this, right? So yeah, so you just have to edit this file, okay? Just have to add the styling to this, okay, using the external method, right? I believe they actually told you, okay, they actually taught you, okay, and this is the internal method and then the inline method. I hope you remember it, right? So one of them you have to add it over here, like among the tag, right? One of them you have to create a style tag separately, and then one of them you have to create a different CSS file, right, to do the styling. Okay, I think I give you a clue on that one, but yeah, they are saying that the solution should be something like this, right? But don't try to look at the solution first, try and then solve it before you attempt looking at the solution. Okay, and then they said something over here that if you want to view your changes, you can actually do something, right? So over here it says go to an you can either open the file directly or use something like VS Code Live Server extension. Okay, so that's one thing I want you to do because you're going to use it more often. So you go here, extensions on this side, and then you search for Live Server. Okay, the one by Ritrick Day. Okay, so you install it, right? You install it and then you refresh and then you activate it, or it will be activated automatically, and then you refresh your VS Code, right? After that, like close the browser and then close the software and then open it again, like to refresh it. Okay, and then after that, when you open your HTML file like this, you can right click here and then go to open with live server. What it does is that it will open your website in a web browser, okay, and as you are making the changes, it will be displaying, okay. So something like this. So if I type something here, right, and then I save it, you see it's appears here, right, without you having to save it again. But I think yours will be, the autosave will be off, right? Let me see. Okay, it's automatically on here, but yeah, so when you type everything or do any changes, you'll be seeing it directly over here. Okay, all right, so that's all.